Welcome back. I'm Ronnie Knuckles, and this is episode 4 of the SEO course that I put together for home service-based businesses. In episode 3, we talked about finding your keywords, and in this episode, we're going to talk about putting them to use to optimize the single most important thing right now for local service businesses, your Google Business Profile. I'm not exaggerating when I say that these next 10 minutes could be the most valuable 10 minutes that you spend on your marketing in 2026. Your Google Business Profile is often the first thing that people find when they search for your service. It shows up in the map pack, it shows up in local searches, and when it's optimized correctly, it can drive in dozens of calls per month for free. So we're going to stop leaving it to chance. We're going to optimize the profile the right way. And by the end of this episode, your Google Business Profile will be working harder for you than a tick on a fat dog. Now, first, let me show you why this matters so much. When someone searches for your services, you'll typically see paid ads at the very top. But right below those ads, before any organic search results, is the local map pack. Those 3 businesses with the map pins that you see here. This is your Google Business Profile in action. And here's the thing. The map pack gets many more clicks than any of the organic search results below it. It's the prime real estate on Google. And this is where your Google Business Profile is really going to make a difference. And here's the crazy part. 46% of all Google searches have local intent. 76% of people who search on mobile for something nearby call that business within 24 hours. And 28% of local searches result in a purchase. So the simple translation here is that if you are not in the map pack, you're invisible to nearly half of all people searching. If you are in the map pack, those are the high qualified leads that you want to get in front of and that are ready to call you today. Now, let me address something that is critical that most business owners simply get wrong: the physical address visibility. Here is the hard truth. If you hide your physical address and you only show a service area, you're giving up significant ranking power. Look at these 2 profiles. Business A shows the full address, and this one ranked number 1 for the keyword search dumpster rental Louisville. Business B doesn't show the address, and it is a service area business only, and it just serves the city and the surrounding areas, so kind of like the red outline map. Which one of these ranks higher? Business A is going to rank higher every single time. In this case, the first business ranked number 1 in the maps, while the second business, even with over 150 reviews, showed up on page 2 for the same exact search in the same exact market. Google gives businesses with visible addresses a major advantage in the map pack. And the why behind this is that they are verifiably located in the area that they serve. When you hide your address, you lose proximity rank signals, trust signals, and the ability to rank well for hyper-local searches. Map pack is not going to give you the priority. Now, when someone searches dumpster rental near me, say from Mount Washington, Kentucky, where we are located, Google is going to favor businesses with a physical address in Mount Washington or the closest relevant company in that area. If your address is hidden, you're essentially telling Google, I'm in this general area, but I don't want to show where I am. And Google responds by not showing you as prominently in that area. Now, I know what you're thinking. Look, I run my business from home. I don't want people showing up at my address. And I get it. That is a real concern. But according to Google's guidelines, people can't even use their home addresses for a physical map dot anymore. Now, there are still some people that slip through the cracks, but if Google catches this, they're going to get suspended. But here's where you have to make a business decision. You have 2 realistic options. Option 1, find a way to get a legitimate commercial address, like renting a small office space, even if it's just part-time for like $300 a month. It's going to pay for itself. Join a co-working space with a physical address. Check out Regus. I've included a link here in the description of this video. Regus has a lot of options. Or get a storefront or a warehouse if your business can support it. Now, that can be a stretch, but it can be worth the investment. You want to show that address publicly. This is going to help you rank much better. Option 2, accept that you're going to rank lower and that it's going to take a lot longer with a hidden address. You will hide your address and just show your service area. Understand that you're going to rank lower in the map pack. Now, you can still rank in the organic results, but you're giving competitors with a visible address a major advantage. There's no magic workaround here. Google's algorithm is clear. Visible address equals better rankings. Now, using the same Google Business Profiles that I showed you in the first example, I ran some tests. The keyword used here was dumpster rental Louisville. The business showing a physical address consistently ranks 7 to 9 positions higher than an almost identical business hiding their address. In the map pack, that's the difference between being in the top 3 and getting calls or being on page 2 and being completely invisible. Here's my recommendation. If you are serious about dominating your local market and you run a legitimate business, you need to figure out a way to show an address. For most dumpster rental and HVAC businesses, customers aren't going to randomly show up anyway. They're going to call you, they're going to fill out a contact form, or they're going to request a quote online. The number of people who actually drive to your location without calling first is almost zero. But the number of people who won't find you because you don't have an address listed is significant. So here I want to show you the difference between a well-optimized and an unoptimized Google Business Profile. For the optimized, they have their primary category set as their exact match service, meaning if you're dumpster rental, you want to be dumpster rental service. You don't want to be waste management, right? They have a detailed description with keywords naturally included throughout. In this case, they have 72 reviews, and they've been responding to all of them. They have 68 plus high-quality photos. They post regularly. All of their products are listed with descriptions, and all of their business information is complete. Now, here's one that is unoptimized. Their category is waste management. This is much more broad. It's not exactly what they offer. Their description is only 127 characters when there are 750 characters available. They only have 6 reviews. They only have 2 photos. They haven't updated any posts or posted anything on their profile. None of their products are listed, and they are a service area only business. The first profile gets 3 to 5 times more calls than the second. It's the same service in the same service area. The only difference is that the other one is more optimized. Here's the best part about this. AI chatbots like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, they pull heavily from Google Business Profiles when they're making recommendations. So optimizing your Google Business Profile helps with both SEO, AEO, and GEO. So let's optimize yours right now. Now, in this course, I am going to assume that you already have a Google Business Profile set up. If you don't, there are many other videos on YouTube that are going to walk you through how to set up a Google Business Profile. I've included one in the description here. So if you don't have a Google Business Profile set up, pause this video, go click on that link, and get your Google Business Profile set up before continuing on. Once you have that profile set up, come back to this video at this mark and pick back up where you left off. All right, I'm going to walk you through every field in your Google Business Profile and show you exactly what you need to do to optimize it. We're going to start with the most obvious thing here, which is the business name. I will say this gets missed a lot. Your business name should be your actual legal business name. If it includes a DBA, like for us, we have Spearcrest SEO Limited Company. We operate as Spearcrest Digital. That's completely fine. If there are keywords included in the name, that is fine, but it needs to be legally registered. Avoid using your structure, your legal structure, like LLC or Limited Co. Just the operating name. That's all that's needed. Now, your primary category. This tells Google what you do, which is what we talked about just a minute ago. For dumpster rental, you want to choose dumpster rental service. This is the best option. You don't want to choose waste management. It's too broad, or garbage collection service. I see that a lot, but those are 2 completely different services. If you're an HVAC contractor, you want to choose HVAC contractor. If you only do air conditioning, you can do air conditioning contractor, or if you only do heating, you can do heating contractor, but avoid broad terms. There are also additional categories. You can choose secondary categories for dumpster rental, like debris removal service or waste management service. This can be a secondary category. For HVAC, you can have air conditioning repair service, furnace repair service, air duct cleaning service. You can add 2 to 3 additional categories that are relevant, but make sure that your primary category is your primary service. Next, let's talk about the service area. If you have a physical location that customers will visit, enter your address. Remember, this is the preferred method. With that said, if you have to set a service area, list those areas here. Please do not make this service area too big. You can set this up by choosing things like your city name. So in Louisville, we have suburbs or little small cities included. So we would do Louisville, Jeffersontown, Middletown, and St. Matthews. Or you can do it by a radius, 20 miles around Louisville, Kentucky, or zip codes. Include the zip codes of these areas. The more specific you are, the better. List every city and neighborhood that you serve, but remember not to overdo this and make your service area way too large, even if you serve a large area. You want to keep the service area within 20 to 30 miles max. The sweet spot is around 10 to 20 if your market is populated enough to sustain it. Going beyond 20 or 30 miles is going to drop your ranking power significantly due to Google's proximity bias when it comes to local search. Even if you serve in Atlanta, listing only the core neighborhoods that you can dominate gives you better visibility. Atlanta's a huge market. Google doesn't rank you more broadly just because you select a bigger service area. Service area boundaries are only informational for Google. They don't override proximity when it comes to Google's local algorithm. The larger your radius, the more diluted your relevance becomes across competitive zones that you may not have any chance at dominating. All right, so let's get into the description. This is your 750 character pitch. Use your keywords naturally while explaining what you do. So this is actually my junk removal company. So we're going to use that. Now, you see what's happening here? The language naturally includes things like junk removal and light demolition. It talks about specific services like furniture removal, estate cleanouts, and it uses location keywords like Louisville. We have our differentiators included, like veteran-owned and offering discounts to teachers and first responders, and we have a clear call to action. It reads naturally for humans, but it also hits all of the boxes that Google is looking for. All right, now we're going to get into setting your business hours. Set your regular hours and your holiday hours. If you offer 24/7 emergency service, make sure that it's reflected. If you don't just put open 24 hours for the sake of it, as this can actually hurt you. If you put open 24 hours, then that content on your website should reflect it. And if it doesn't, always recommend setting your hours for something like 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Mark yourself as open 24 hours if you truly offer 24-hour emergency services around the clock. This helps you show up for things like emergency HVAC repair. Now let's talk about these attributes. These are special features of your business. So you'll check any that apply, like veteran-owned, woman-owned, that you offer free estimates or online estimates. There are many of these out there now. I think there's somewhere like 20, 25 different attributes that you can choose from. They'll help you stand out and appear in filtered searches. Okay, so now we're going to talk about adding services, and this is huge, and most businesses skip it. Please don't. Now, here you want to click Add Services and list every service that you offer with the description. So for dumpster rentals, for example, you would have a 20-yard dumpster rental description. It's perfect for cleanouts, garage decluttering, renovation debris, and it holds approximately 4 to 5 pickup truckloads. You can do this for your 30 yards. Whatever sizes you have, list them out as a service and describe them. Use as many characters as you can and make sure that it sounds natural. Each service that you add creates another opportunity to rank. These show up in search results and help Google understand the full picture of what you offer. Now we're going to talk about photos. Google loves fresh, high-quality photos, and your customers do too. So these are the recommendations I have for the photos that you need to be using. On the Google Business Profile, you need to have 10 plus photos of your work, like dumpsters on job sites, you installing a new furnace, before and after. You need to have 5 plus photos of your team, 5 plus photos of your truck and equipment, a cover photo, and an exterior photo of your office if you have one. You need to have a logo and some interior photos of your physical location if you have an office set up. Now, here are some examples of bad and good photos. The first photo, it's generic. There's no context. There's really no service in action. And the second photo, it's well lit. You see high resolution. You're showing your service in action. You want to upload new photos every week. Fresh content signals to Google that you're active. Now, we're going to talk about posts or updates. This is what you'll see on the profile. This is a secret weapon that a lot of businesses ignore. So you're going to go to Google Posts as they appear just below the profile. So here you can include updates about your businesses, special offers, events, new services that you're rolling out. Here's an example post for a dumpster rental company just so that you can check it out. We recommend posting at least 3 times per week. Once per week has got to be the bare minimum. Google loves seeing activity. Posting on the profile isn't going to surge you up to number 1 overnight, but it is going to show them that you're active and you are engaged in business. So now I want to talk about the real elephant in the room that is most critical to Google Business Profiles, which is your reviews. Outside of location proximity, reviews are arguably the most important ranking factor for local SEO. More important than keywords, more important than your website, reviews matter a ton. And here's why. 98% of people read online reviews for local businesses. Businesses with 25 plus reviews get significantly more visibility. Star rating matters as well. 4 plus is essential and 4.5 is ideal. Recency matters. Reviews from the past month count way more than old reviews. Man, I'm just having a really hard time getting reviews. I hear this all of the time. So let's talk about a strategy that works to get more reviews coming into your profile. First, you're going to go to your Google Business Profile and navigate to Review and then select Get More Reviews. What you want to do here is copy this link. Now, once you have this link copied, go ahead and paste it into the Notes app on your phone. If you use an Android, I don't know if they come with a Notes app. If they don't, download one. For the normal iPhone people out there, this is going to be easy. From here, you can build a text around that link that will read something like this. Hey, John, thank you for choosing ABCD Dumpster Rental. We appreciate your business, and we hope everything met your expectations. Would you mind taking a minute to leave us a quick review? Your feedback helps us grow by making our future customers feel confident in choosing us for the service. You can leave a review by clicking the link below. So you can send this link via text when you arrive on the job and then right after the job is complete. You can also integrate it in with your CRM so that it's automatically sent out once the job is complete. The next thing you want to do is ask at the right time and ask more than once. So you want to ask for reviews right after you've solved a problem or by arriving with a solution. You want to ask at least twice on every drop that you make or job that you complete. You want to respond to every review. For positive reviews, you want to thank them and personalize it. Thank you, Sarah. We're so glad that the 20-yard dumpster worked perfectly for your kitchen remodel in Atlanta. We appreciate your business and hope to serve you again. For negative reviews, you need to be professional and solution-oriented. We're sorry to hear that you weren't satisfied with our service. We'd like to make this right. Please call us at insert your number so that we can resolve this. We appreciate your feedback. Now, spam reviews. Spam reviews are increasing, and they're almost being used as a form of blackmail, like pay us $500 and we'll remove this review. Respond immediately to these reviews and report them to Google. I would say something like, we have no record of ever serving you. Please remove this review as it was not intended for our business. Then report it immediately. Your goal is to get 2 to 5 reviews per month. Consistent, steady growth looks natural to Google. A sudden flood of 20 to 30 reviews looks a bit suspicious. And here's the thing about this. ChatGPT and other AI chatbots heavily weigh reviews when making recommendations. High ratings and lots of recent reviews are going to help you get recommended. Reviews help with SEO, AEO, and GEO, so this is a non-negotiable. One last thing I want to talk about here before we wrap up is that you need to track your performance. Google Business Profile has made this easy. They have built-in analytics tools, and you can find this under Performance or Insights. Now, here's what you can see. How many people found you, where they found you, how many people clicked to call you, how many people visited your website. You can also see book now and different types of call to actions that they click. This is gold. This tells you if your optimizations are actually having an impact, what actions people are taking, and what you need to do to make things better. Now, after you optimize your profile, it's going to take some time to see the results. Google needs time to reindex the profile and adjust the rankings. I promise you, though, if you follow all of the steps in this episode, you will see more visibility, and you're going to get more calls, and you're going to get more business. All right, that is episode 4. You now know how to optimize your Google Business Profile from top to bottom. Now, here's some homework that I'm going to give you before episode 5. Complete every step that we covered in this video. Add your services with detailed descriptions. Upload at least 10 high-quality photos. Create your first Google post and get your review link and send it out to at least 3 recent happy customers. And if you don't have 3 recent happy customers, go out and get them. In episode 5, we're going to be diving into your website. I'm going to show you what to look for if you're going to do it yourself, what to look for if you are going to be working with an agency, how to implement your keywords, so that Google is going to take notice of your site and send more traffic to you. If today's episode on GBP optimization clicked for you, hit that like button and subscribe so that you don't miss the next episode. And if you don't want to wait or you just want this done for you, that's exactly what we do at Spearcrest Digital. We handle the optimization, the strategy, and all of the grunt work so that you can stay focused on running your business the right way. The link to us is in the description. We will see you in episode 5. Let's keep building.